Hello everybody and welcome to Zero Mile ADV, a beginner's guide to adventure motorcycling from a true beginner's perspective. Today we're going to talk about the things that really made it advantageous for me or made it better for me to be able to use my adventure bike for everyday use. Because if you're like me, you haven't had your license yet, you've been looking and seeing what bikes are available, and once you finally pass your test, you get your license, and you're ready to ride your bike, you want to ride it everywhere. So what are some things that I added to the 2022 KTM Super Adventure S1290 that really made it a lot better for me to use for everyday use, for work, getting around town, running errands, etc. But first, if you're not aware and you haven't watched any of my other videos, I am doing a giveaway. I am giving away a pair of Climb Carlsbad pants. They're a black, they're a size 34, 32. If that is your size, the way you can win them for free is all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment below of some of your other favorite YouTube content creators in the motorcycle world, to help me expand my knowledge and support other creators out there, and as well as to help me grow my channel. Because if you're not familiar with how YouTube works, you can't make any money on all those advertisements you see before my videos until I have at least 1,000 subscribers. So I figure once I reach 1,000, maybe I can make a couple bucks a month to help me recoup some of the costs of going into creating this channel, because it does cost a decent amount of money, but I still like it. So if we never reach it and we still have a good community, no worries, but hopefully we can and somebody can win a nice pair of pants along the way. All right, so if you're like me, you don't have a motorcycle license, or if you were like I was, you don't have a motorcycle license yet, you're taking your course, you don't have a bike yet, and once you get your license, you can't wait to pick your bike up, drive it off the lot, and start cruising around and experiencing the fun of having your first adventure bike. Now, luckily, I was able to get my license and get my bike last summer, so I had a lot of time to actually get on the road before winter hit, and as you can tell, we're currently in the heart of winter now, so that's why we're doing another video in the garage instead of outside. So as we gear up and spring is coming just right around the corner, what are some great things that I added to the bike to make it a lot easier for me to use it for everyday use, because I just wanted to ride the bike everywhere. And we'll start with probably the first thing, and that is just some gear that I had to wear. So when I first got the bike, you know, it's all the gear all the time, right? And I, at this point, didn't know what pants to get, and I had gotten a pair of Climb mesh pants, similar to those other ones, having to get an extra size, and that's how I have an extra pair. I'm not sponsored by Climb, but I had to get another pair that fit a little bit better, a little smaller pair actually in those ones. But I don't want to wear mesh pants like going to see clients, and I work in vet med, so you know, I'm lucky that a lot of hospitals are pretty low key when it comes to the dress code, so they'd be okay with me coming in that, or I didn't want to go take a meeting at a coffee shop or something like that. Shout out to all you BMW 1250 GS owners out there, going to Starbucks in my mesh pants. So I wanted to find something, and I had a pair of Carhartts that are like the double front, and I was like, well, they're double front, they're a little more resistance, so if I do wreck at a slower speed around town, hopefully it wouldn't be as bad, but I knew there had to be a better option. And there was. And as you guessed it, it's also made by Climb, but as you can tell, these pants here, they look very similar to Carhartts. They have like the double front on them as well. But the unique thing about them is that they come with armor. So there's these armor inserts that come with the pants that slide into the hips and the knees. So if you are unfortunate enough to get into an accident, you have some protection on some of the key parts of your body. And of course, I always wear my jacket, I always wear my mesh Climb jacket, so that has full armor and full protection. So the pants are also more abrasion resistant, so they can, they're not gonna just rip like jeans will, but give me some better protection. But the nice thing is when you have them on, nobody really knows you have motorcycle pants on, which I think is key. It's just nice, so you can go run some errands, go walk around town, go to meetings, and they look like general pants. So that was probably the first thing. The next thing is also in the kind of gear realm and things that I got. I bought a pair of CD Enduro boots that I will wear when I go out cruising or having fun or going on long rides, when I wear my full mesh pants and everything. But again, they're stiffer, they're taller, they're just not that great to walk in. They're not super comfortable to walk around in. And so, and A, are hard to get your pants over. So I thought there had to be a better option. So I actually picked up this pair of Harley Davidson boots. The nice thing is they have a zipper on the inside, so they come off and on really easy. The other cool thing that I learned actually at my motorcycle class with these boots is inside they have like this kind of like foam, these like foam balls around the ankle and the upper part. So if you were to get into an accident, it'll notice the impact of that, and then they kind of like expand and help protect your joints and all that stuff in your foot. So if you do wreck, there's some added protection there. I'm not sure exactly how they work, but super comfortable right around town. They look like, when I have them on with pants, they look like standard boots. So again, doesn't look like I'm wearing any crazy motorcycle pants. They look pretty much like streetwear, but I've added protection, and yeah, they've been super great. So yeah, I got these Harley Davidson boots. The next piece, as somebody who owns a business and is constantly on the move and on the go, was just my phone holder. And I got the quad lock one, so it's super easy. My phone clicks onto it, on and off, really easy to use. And it also has a charger in it, which is also good. So like if I'm going on a longer ride towards like, you know, to a client like up in Aspen or somewhere else, it will charge my phone, and I can listen to podcasts and I can listen to music in my helmet. And so it just makes it a lot better and a lot easier, and I don't have my phone in my pocket and have to worry about it dropping out and all that stuff. So that's a really great feature. And actually looking back on it, when I ordered the bike, I got a Garmin mount. You know, I use a Garmin for my gravel bike and my mountain bike and my road bike. So I thought it'd be great to have a Garmin. But now looking back on it, now that I have the phone mount, I probably didn't need the Garmin. The nice thing about the Garmin is it shows me my speed. So it does seem that the speedometer on this it shows you going a little bit faster than you're actually going according to satellite speed. So if my speedometer shows me going 50 miles an hour on the KTM, according to GPS, I'm going about 47, so about 3 miles under. So that's kind of interesting to see. The GPS will also do some cool routes. So if I want to just go cruise and I don't know where to go, it'll kind of create some motorcycle routes around here locally for me to go check out and just have fun on the bike, which is also cool. But I could probably do a lot of that on the phone, and I could use the maps and all that stuff. So looking back, I probably didn't need the GPS mount because the quad lock with like the vibration dampening shock and the charger works super great, and just make it a lot easier to kind of use my phone like I would in my truck as I go around town running errands. And last but not least, and you're probably not surprised by this because I've talked about that this is my favorite accessory for the bike, and that's the aluminum panniers on this bike. Now, most people, and I've gotten a lot of comments, like you know, with an adventure bike, you got to get soft panniers because if you're off-road and you wreck, like, you know, they're not going to break, people will break their legs. Again, I'm doing dirt roads. I'm not doing single track. Right now I have no desire to do single track. If I do at some point want to, you know, maybe I'll sell this and get like a Yamaha Tenere 700 or something that's just more off-road capable. But right now for cruising BLM fire roads and dirt roads here around town and through Moab, it's been fantastic. I haven't run into any issues. And actually a couple times I have laid the bike down with the panniers on it. They've got these big rubber corners on them, so it saved the bike from being damaged, keeps the bike at an angle, makes it super easy for me to pick the bike back up. And also the great thing is if I'm going to a meeting, say at a coffee shop, or I'm going to a client, like I can lock my helmet in there, I can lock my jacket in there, I can put my work bag in there when I'm riding so I don't have to wear it. The panniers have just been probably the best thing. They're waterproof, like they're just fantastic. Now I think if you do wreck them too hard and you bend them, it will not, the waterproofing obviously doesn't work, but it's probably been the best thing that I've added for the bike that just makes me, you know, I've actually gone and picked up milk. So I've been out and, you know, like I'm like, oh, I got to pick up milk on the way home, and I have stopped at the grocery store and grabbed a few things, and I can load it in the panniers, not a problem, and it allows me to kind of do whatever I need to do. So that is probably my favorite accessory, the panniers. I mean, honestly, I think it makes the bike look great. The functionality is amazing. It's basically like I have an SUV, but on 2 wheels, and I can basically use my bike for everything. So probably of all the things that I've done, the panniers have to be the best thing. So if you've made it this far, I greatly appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time a new video comes up. Hit the like button so you tell YouTube that you happen to like this video. And until next time, stay safe out there.